कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna to everyone. So welcome you all back to Mahabharat class. Okay, so today we are almost about to finish Adi Parva. Okay, so before we start today's session, can anyone tell me what were some of the topics that we discussed in the previous class? What was the stories that we had discussed in the previous class?
But previous class we didn't have class, right?
Previous week we had
class Mataji.
We had class.
Previous class.
Yeah.
I didn't attend.
No worries, you can watch the recording, right? It's on YouTube. Okay, so now quickly, what is the recap? Seeing the images, you're getting any idea? We discussed some stories.
Maybe how
Swayamvar of Draupadi Mataji.
Swayamvar of Draupadi. Okay, later. That is, but what story did we start? Before Draupadi, before they could go and marry Draupadi.
We discussed about that Bakasura story.
Very good. So first we discussed how they all came to this one particular village, right? And they took shelter of in that village, right? And in whose house were they staying in?
In a Brahmin's house.
Very good. Okay. And then, so they were staying there, and who hears the problems of the Brahmin? The Brahmin's
Kunti
family, right? Like how
Kunti
many
Devi.
people were there? Yeah, Kunti Devi, very good. Yeah, how many people were there in the Brahmin's family?
4.
4, yeah. So the husband, wife, and daughter and son, right? So 4 of them were there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So after that, we heard how the Pandavas were disguised as
Brahmanas to
very
beg
good,
for
yes,
some their daily life.
their daily, yeah. And then how was the food rationed?
Food ration. Okay. Kunti Maharani kept the half aside and the other half aside. The other half was full for Bhima, and the other half was she rationed them into divided into 4. One is for Yudhishthir Maharaj, then
Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadev, and Kunti, right? So
and Kunti.
Yeah, very good. Yes. And now, so Bhima went and he fought with the Baka demon. Okay. And what was the offering that was sent by the villagers, for the Baka demon? What were some of the things that were kept as an offering?
The things like some sweets, rice, then on that bulla cart, a car, then a bull,
2 bulls, and a human being, right? From a family.
2 men.
Yeah. Okay. So very good. So now why we also discussed a topic, why were they specifically dressed as Brahmanas? And we took so many examples also, remember? So can anyone give me 2 examples and why why are they dressed as Brahmanas? Karna was dressed. Okay, very good.
Karna.
And then?
Karna was dressed as a Brahmin.
Very good. And
to
one more
learn
example.
knowledge from Parshuram.
Ravana.
Very good, Niranjan. Yeah, Ravana was dressed. Any other example?
Rama,
very good. He disguised himself as Brahman to Hanuman, right? When he went to meet Sugriva, right? Okay. And then why are the Pandavas dressed as Brahmanas?
so that nobody gets to know that they're still alive.
Ah, correct. And Brahmanas also, no one will question against Brahmanas, right? Because in the
Yes, mother.
Varnashrama Dharma, Brahmana is the highest of all dharma, of all the ashramas, right? So Brahmanas are very powerful, and people are scared to offend Brahmanas because by mistake, okay, if they
If
curse,
by mistake, if they like curse them or something.
yes, it'll be a problem, right? So after that, we
Yes.
saw the Baka demon, and we see Bhima nicely eating, and one
After the eating, he immediately kills.
very good, the Baka demon, right? And
Yes.
then what happens? All of them go under Vyasa's thing. Vyasa recites what stories? Two
Um.
stories he recites. Vyasadev,
One
Vyasa
is the
Maharshi.
previous life of Draupadi
Very good. And
and her wish to have
5 husbands.
five husbands.
She'll not
The-
wish to have 5 husbands.
yeah, but
Okay.
she
She
wanted
will
one
list the
husband.
qualities that I need this kind of
Yeah.
men, this kind of men, fiercey,
Uh,
strong, like that. Okay. What was the second story that Vyasa Maharshi does?
second
Tells.
story was
The I think Naimisha's Wi-Fi is okay. So the second story was actually about Drishtadumya. Okay, the birth of Drishtadumya. Okay, how was Drishtadumya born? Okay, what did Drupada Maharaj do? Okay, so he went to sage's house, and he like offers his like seva over there, and through a yagya, how Drishtadumya and Draupadi were born. Okay, and then you see right over here in the picture, right? So both of them come from the fire sacrifice. Okay, so after that, what happens is we see how Draupadi's complexion. Okay, we spoke about Draupadi's complexion. How which color was Draupadi in?
Sure, dark.
Ah, she was dark. Okay, what was her other name? Draupadi's other name was Naimisha. Your mic is muted.
Krishna.
Ah, Krishna, because she was black in complexion. Okay, and then her wish we can see with Shiva, and then what happens? All the Pandavas along with Kunti Devi go to,
The Swayamvara of Draupadi.
yeah, they go to Panchala kingdom, right, to attend the Swayamvar of Draupadi. So what was the Swayamvar's condition? To win Draupadi, what the king had to, I mean the princess had to do?
They should hit the eye of the fish by seeing the reflection.
By seeing the reflection in the water, they had to hit the eye of the fish, right? And then who are some of the kings, I mean princesses who had assembled here?
Duryodhana, Karna,
Very good.
Salya,
Okay. Duryodhana, Karna, Sailva, and then who else? Jarasandha, we saw, right? And then who else were there? Arjuna, obviously the Pandavas, and then sons of Krishna, right? We also saw that sons of Krishna had also come, like Pradyumna, and all of them were also there. Okay, so every king died, every king, every prince, okay, participated, and what happened? They were not able to succeed. Okay, so who comes forward in a Brahman's?
Arjuna.
Arjuna, right? So Arjuna and Bhima were the only ones who actually were ready to, do the Swayambar because it was a challenge, right? So then what happens? Arjuna hits the bullseye and
the
Draupadi.
yeah, he gets Draupadi, that's fine, but something happens, right?
from the
Everyone
He
starts,
sees from the reflection and then he does that.
yeah, that is fine, but everyone starts fighting with each other after this because
Ah,
everyone will say, why? What is the reason of fighting?
because they all oppose that Arjuna is a Brahmana.
Ah, good. He's like, so a Kshatriya queen should be, Kshatriya princess should be given to a Kshatriya prince, right? But you're giving to
Yes.
a Brahmin. So everyone fight, and at last Arjuna still wins, okay, and they take Draupadi, right? Now what happens? Tell me when Draupadi was taken to Kunti Maharani.
Uh,
Arjuna says, that I have bought, like Kunti Maharani says, whatever you bought, all you brothers share. Okay, she doesn't realize Draupadi is there, right? So as soon as Arjuna hears this, he is also very much happy, because what is the rule? That without the elder brother getting married, the younger brother cannot get married. Okay, so Arjuna will ask Yudhishthir to marry, okay, Draupadi. But Yudhishthir will come with a very good idea. What is that very good idea?
That let all of us marry Draupadi.
Ah, very good. So let all of us marry Draupadi. Okay. So all the five brothers will share Draupadi, and according to Vyasa, Vyasa Maharshi, who told us that Draupadi will have five wives, right? So Draupadi
Yes.
will have five husbands, right? So even that thing will become true, right? So this is still here. We saw last week. Okay. So
Yes.
today we will be seeing about the final half of Adi Parva, okay, where everything wraps up, okay, and then we'll start the Sabha, okay. The second Parva's name is Sabha Parva, okay. Sabha Parva means all the court related drama like Draupadi, Vastradharan, all of this will come into this Sabha Parva. Okay, so this Parva is the leading story to the Sabha Parva. Okay, so let us start the class.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so now as we can see, last time we ended over here, right? So now
Yes.
Draupadi is married. Okay, she's married, and she comes to the house. She's trying to settle. Yes.
But when will Draupadi understand that actually all of them are
Soon.
Kshatriyas, not?
So
Did
actually,
I
she will kind of know, because she stays in the house, right? So she will know, but she will not directly ask them, like, "Are you Kshatriyas?" Okay, because imagine, okay, we'll see in the story that when they sleep, okay, they'll be talking about war strategies. So obviously, Draupadi will know, okay, that it is they are Kshatriyas, but they are disguised, but she will not know that they are the sons of Pandu. Okay, so this, like, now we will understand, okay, like how it is revealed to all of them. So now what happens is, now Draupadi comes, okay. She also accepts her fate, to be married, to all the five brothers, okay. And you can see right in this picture, in the left corner, okay, you see a person.
Yes,
Who is this
Mataji.
person?
Yes, Mataji.
Who is this? Who is this person who is dressed in like a Kshatriya Veshadharan?
Duryodhana.
No, he's actually Drishtadumya, okay, Draupadi's brother. Now, what happens is, though Drupada Maharaj had given his daughter away, okay, but he doesn't know who this person is, right? He's definitely not a prince, okay. So he
Yes.
wanted Drishtadumya to go and spy and see if these people are Brahmanas, or are they Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriyas, whoever they are, you just go spy and see. So what happens? This Drishtadumya, okay, he comes and he hides behind the pottery of this hut, okay, and he sees, okay, his sister, and he sees how they all go, to bring food. And as all of us know, okay, Kunti Maharani teaches Draupadi the art of how to maintain a house. Okay, so she teaches Draupadi how to cook, the ration that was bought, after begging, right? She's a prince, right? A princess, right? She didn't have to like cook and all. So here, Kunti Maharani teaches all of this to Draupadi, and she specifically gives Draupadi instruction that, see, first you have to make food, okay, offer it as Naivedyam, which is Prasadam, right, to the Lord,
Yes.
and then you have to split it, okay, as how Naimisha said, half of the ration goes to Bhima, okay, because he eats a lot. The other half, all of us, okay, your husbands, you and me, which is Kunti Maharani, will share and we will eat. Okay, so this is the rationing. Okay, and also what happens? She tells her how to do the bedding and everything, because they sleep in a hut, right? So she tells her how to prepare a kusa grass bed and everything. So like this, the night comes. Okay, and Kunti Maharani sleeps at the head of the Pandavas, right? And Draupadi will sleep at the feet of the Pandu brothers. Okay, so the day passed. Now still, Drishtadyumna is hearing all the conversations, and suddenly in the night, he's hearing the brothers talk about weapons, about war strategy, and all of this. And Drishtadyumna says, "How can a Brahmana have so much knowledge? Like they can have knowledge, okay, but not so much of planning knowledge." So he kind of becomes doubtful. So in the first half of the morning itself, he will leave, okay, to his palace, and he will inform Drupada Maharaj. He'll say that I don't think they are Brahmanas. I think they are Brahmanas disguised, as like they're disguised as Brahmanas. I think they're Kshatriyas. So what you do, you just call them, to the kingdom. Like asking for a feast or something, and we'll try to unlock, their true identity. So like this, what happens? The Pandu Maharaj, he sends a grand invitation to the
Mataji,
Brahmanas. Yes.
it's not Pandu Maharaj, it's Drupada
Oh,
Maharaj.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. Drupada Maharaj. Yes. So Drupada Maharaj sends invitation to the Pandu sons. Okay, the sons of Pandu. Okay. So then what happens is when he sends the invitation to the Pandavas. Okay, they receive the invitation humbly. Okay, why? Because they are the son-in-laws, right, of Drupada Maharaj. Yeah. So then what happens is Drupada Maharaj, he sets up, okay, the dining in a such a way, okay, that he will have different kind of items from different caste systems. For example, Brahmana, right? He'll have like Kamundala, and he will have like those sticks and everything, okay, display. For Kshatriyas, he will have like swords and all of this kind of a display. For Vaishya, so every caste, for every Varna, Ashrama, Dharma, he will have a showcase, okay, of items. This is to test, okay, when the Pandavas come, let us see what they get attracted to. And he'll arrange a huge feast, okay. The Pandavas, one by one, okay, they accept the invitation. So, the Drupada Maharaj will send two chariots, okay, one for the women and one for, the Pandavas. And they all board and they come. As soon as they enter the area, okay, automatically the Pandavas' eyes goes to this weaponry, okay. He has the most finest collection. So like how we have, right? We get very attracted, okay, if we go and we see whatever we like in the shelves. So they go, they keep standing, and Drupada Maharaj will understand. Okay, these people are not normal Brahmanas, they are Kshatriyas. So Drupada Maharaj will request, okay, so please reveal yourself, because, I have given my daughter to you, right? So please, try to tell me your real identity. Okay. So pleading like this, the Pandavas will actually come out and they will tell that yes, we are the sons of Pandu. Actually, okay, we are the Pandavas, the sons of Kunti Maharani. And Drupada Maharaj, he is the happiest person, because we saw right last time, he always wanted Arjuna to be his son-in-law, right? Because he and Pandu Maharaj were best friends. So now he's so happy, and he's like, so today itself, see, the thing is, Swayamvar had happened, okay, but the wedding had not happened, the ceremony had not happened. So he said, today itself, we'll have the, wedding ceremony of the Pandavas. Okay. So saying like this, what happens? Yudhishthir Maharaj will intrude. Then first you have to get me married, because I am the elder, right? And then Drupada Maharaj says, okay, then you marry. Okay, I don't mind any of the Pandavas marrying. You can marry, Bhima marries, Arjuna marries. I am okay with anyone. Okay, I like Arjuna personally, but it is fine. Okay, but Yudhishthir Maharaj also declines. He said no. She will be the wife of all the five of us. Okay. Now Drupada Maharaj face and Drishtatumya's face has turned red in color. Okay, because they're like, I have heard a king have five wives, but I have never heard a queen have five husbands. Okay, so they are like, no, this is not right. We're not supposed to do like this. According to Shastras, this is wrong. Okay, exactly at this time, Vyasa Maharshi comes. Okay, Vyasa Maharshi comes. Okay, and Vyasa Maharshi says that Drupada Maharaj, see, this is not a like new thing. There are so many Gandharvas, Gandharvis, a lot of rishis, wives who have taken so many husbands. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and he gives one or two examples. Okay, so you don't have to worry about all this. There are people who have done this, but still, Drupada Maharaj doesn't feel comfortable about this idea. Okay, imagine giving your daughter and her having five husbands, and he is very worried. Like, how will she her after marriage life is going to be? How is things going to work out with her husband? So, like this, what happens is Vyasa Maharshi will take Drupada Maharaj into a private chamber. Okay, and he'll start explaining. Okay, what we learned last week, that in the past life, she was a rishi's daughter. So she had meditated, and that's why, she had a boon of getting 5 husbands, because, by mistake, she said the word husband, husband 5 times, and she also asked for different qualities. Okay. So after explaining all this, Drupadi Maharaj kind of calms down. He's like, okay, back in those days when people said in past life, they used to take it seriously, but now we don't, right? Because there's no one for us to tell about past life. And second thing is, none of us will believe. We will be like, this life we will do what we like. We are in that kind of motto, right? So over here, Drupada Maharaj actually agrees. Okay, he agrees and he accepts that, okay, this is written in the fate of Draupadi. Okay, but imagine she's going to be the daughter-in-law of the Kurus. Such a big thing, right? A very prestige family, Hastinapur dynasty, and everything. And Drupada Maharaj is very happy, and he starts, arranging for the wedding ceremony. And how does the wedding ceremony take place? Okay, if this wedding ceremony takes place for 5 days. Okay, each day Draupadi is married to one brother. So first starting with Yudhishthir,
Yudhishthira.
Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadev. So each day she is married to one, you know, husband. So like this, the marriage lasts for 5 days. Okay. After 5 days, Drupada Maharaj gives shelter to the Pandavas in the Panchala kingdom, and they are staying there temporarily. Okay. Now parallelly we'll see. Okay, what is happening in other, kingdoms and in Hastinapur. Everyone is going back to their kingdoms, okay, from the Swayambar, right? And everyone heard the news that the person who actually hit the bullseye was Arjuna. Okay, everyone comes to know that the fire accident. Okay, they escaped, from that fire, lighting of the fire. So they are alive. Everyone is happy. The people of Hastinapur are very happy. But there's one person who is very sad.
Duryodhana.
Duryodhan, okay, he's on the way to Hastinapur. Okay, he heard this news and he is on the way itself crying and going to the kingdom. He's like, my God, my other plan also failed, and also they got Draupadi. But this is like double, loss. Okay, my plan is also lost. The person I wanted to marry is also gone. Okay, and that too, who did Draupadi marry? The Pandavas. So Duryodhana was so depressed. Okay, Karna is there convincing him, it's fine. We will, come up with a new strategy, kind of a thing. Okay, in the meanwhile, in Hastinapur, Vidura goes. Okay, Vidura goes to Dhritarashtra. Okay, he goes to Dhritarashtra and he says, do you know, your son has married, the Panchala kingdom's, daughter. And Dhritarashtra jumps from his seat. He's like, "Is it okay? Please welcome. Okay, get all the jewelry makers. Will make big jewelry, for my daughter-in-law, because he thinks that it is Duryodhan, okay, who married Draupadi. Okay, so he gets very excited. But later on, Vidura says, "No, no, I think you took it wrong. It is actually the Pandavas, okay, who married." Dhritarashtra's happiness becomes a little bit less. Okay, but still he is very happy. See, daughter-in-law is daughter-in-law. Okay, she still is Kuru's daughter-in-law. Okay, the Kuru dynasty is the daughter-in-law. So when she comes, we will welcome her. So Vidura suggests that it is nice if you can extend an invitation, to them to return to the Hastinapur, because you are the one who did all this drama of lighting the fire and everything, right? So it is better with respect if you call them. In the meanwhile, this depressed Duryodhan enters the Sabha, okay, along with who? Karna, Shekuni, and his brother, okay, Dusyasana. Yeah, Dusyasana. So he enters. Dusyasana is also depressed because even he wanted to marry, right, Draupadi. So all these depressed people come into the Sabha. Okay, and Duryodhana says that I want to talk with my dad, with my father privately. Okay, with Drishtadyumna. So Vidura leaves. Vidura leaves, and Duryodhana is scolding Dhritarashtra. Actually, he's saying, "How can you support the Pandavas? How can you be favorable of them marrying Draupadi? We were the ones who were supposed to marry Draupadi, right? I thought we Kuru brothers can marry Draupadi, and she will because at that point Draupadi was the most beautiful, okay, princess in the whole of wherever they could search for. She was that beautiful. And Dhritarashtra says, see, actually, I didn't mean it. Okay, I was just acting because I want Vidura to be like, convinced that I'm not 100% on your side. Otherwise, he always keeps nagging me with all this, because Vidura is an advisor, right? So that if I say no, then Vidura will keep nagging me with all advices. So that's why I told him, temporarily, I'm like, yes, I support the Pandavas. So saying fourth, the Dhritarashtra says, so now what is the plan? See, Dhritarashtra has become so evil, okay, over time. So he says, so now what is the plan? What are you planning to say? So what happens is, Duryodhan, he gives so many plans, okay. So first he says that, let us go to Draupadi and let us ask her to manipulate her husbands. So all the husbands will fight with each other. Okay. Again, he comes with another plan. Let us kill Bhima. Bhima is the only one who is strong. If the Bhima is not there, then the Pandavas are waste. And he comes with another plan that we will keep some kind of thing to make sure the brothers are separated. Because if they are separate, they are weak. Okay. So many plans he says. Now Karna at this point, okay, he's very fed up with all these tricky games. Okay. It has been happening from their childhood, right? We saw, right?
Yes.
So Karna says, see, let us do something righteous, let us face this directly. Yeah. If they come to us, let us fight and, sort this out. Okay. Let us do it in such a way that we don't have to rely on this tricky things. Okay. And Karna makes a very good point. Okay. Note here. He says that you've seen, right, in Swayambar, that Krishna is in the side of the Pandavas. Okay, so now they are not just powerful, but they are super powerful. Okay, because Dharma is standing on their side, because they are on the side of Dharma. Okay, so from now our strategy should be different, because if we are tricky, then Krishna is the master of tricks. Okay, he is the one who invented tricks, right? So we cannot play this kind of games anymore. Okay, because now Lord Krishna has come into the picture, right? So he is supporting the Pandavas and everything. Okay. So like this, what happens? Dhritarashtra also appreciates and he says, "But I have to consult." Okay. So who are the consulting people in the Sabha of the Kurus? So normally, who does Dhritarashtra call to consult?
Bhishma,
Three people. Okay, Bhishma, correct.
Vidura,
Dronacharya and Vidura. Perfect. Three of them. Okay. So first Bhishma Pitamaha and then Dronacharya and then Vidura. Okay. So he asks, like all of the three to assemble and everyone come. Okay. And he discusses, Dhritarashtra puts forth, the arguments. So Bhishma Pitamaha actually gives a very good suggestion. Okay. He says, Kuru, like the whole Hastinapur and the Kuru dynasty is so big. Okay. Why don't you split it into half and give one half to the Pandavas and other half to your sons? To be honest, rightfully, this whole thing belongs to, the Pandavas. But still, I think this is a fair deal. Okay. And then Dronacharya supports Bhishma Pitamaha in this argument. And he also says that, yes, I think this is a correct suggestion. Okay, you please do as what Bhishma Pitamaha is saying. Okay, this way both of them are happy. Okay. Now Vidura was about to speak, but Karna pauses. He's like, see, what are you guys saying? Everything should belong to your son. Okay, why do you want this kingdom to be shared? This will be a problem. What if the people favor them, and what if the people don't favor you? What if in the future, okay, because who are the Pandavas? Actually, they are not normal human beings. They are the sons of demigods, right? So what if they overpower you one day with the help of Krishna? Okay, what if they take all over Hastinapur? So do not do such kind of things as of sharing the kingdom. And then Vidura says, see, whatever everyone is saying, your evil mind is going to be your evil mind, Dhritarashtra. Okay, he says directly to his brother, okay, you do what you feel, but actually I also support the decision of Bhishma Pitamaha Dronacharya. We don't know what happened, but Dhritarashtra is planning something internally. So he says, okay, I agree. Vidura, go, okay, extend an invitation and invite the Pandavas from the Panchala kingdom. Okay, ask Drupada Maharaj's permission and bring them to Hastinapur. We will welcome them and we will give them half of the kingdom. Now Vidura is happy. He's like, how this evil-minded Dhritarashtra suddenly changed, okay, his mind. And he is very happy. So everyone, they leave, carrying forth the duties. But Dhritarashtra explains to Duryodhan, okay, he says that we will give them the dry lands. What are the dry lands? What do they mean by dry lands?
Means waste places where all the trash is.
Like droughted places, right?
Yes,
Where
and you
they
can't
can
even
be,
grow anything.
yeah, no harvest, like desert. Like so they say that the Sahara region and all of this is there, right? So you
sir.
give them that part, okay, where it is dry, there is no harvest, there can be no import, no export, nothing, this kind of no business can happen in this place. We will give them this half of the kingdom. Okay, so even now, even Duryodhan is temporarily satisfied. He's like, okay, I don't think they will be able to, like, rule this region. Okay, so he also agrees. So the invite is extended, okay, to the Pandavas. Vidura goes. When Vidura goes, he sees Krishna actually in the house of Kunti Maharani and Pandavas. Okay, and Krishna is along with Balarama. Okay, they had come to bless the newly married couple. Okay, because they are related, right? Krishna and the Pandavas. Okay, so Krishna
Yes.
had come to give actually a dowry. Okay, he had bought lots of gold, chariots, and everything as a dowry to welcome the new bride. Okay, of the Kuru dynasty. That time Vidura also comes and he's like, I'm extremely happy that even Krishna and Balaram are here. The Kurus have extended invitation for you guys to come back to Hastinapur. Okay, and he reads the invitation to them, and all of them take the permission of who?
Drupada Maharaj.
Very good, Drupada Maharaj, and they leave, the Panchala dynasty along with Draupadi. Okay, first, actually, Drupada Maharaj would not agree, okay, to this because he knows that the Kurus are very fickle
Very
minded.
fickle-minded.
Okay, one day they'll be yes, the other day they'll be no. Okay, they're very confusing people. Okay, so he says that, I don't think it is good, but later on, Krishna insists, saying that, see, they are Kshatriyas. Okay, as a Kshatriya, you have to fight. Okay, and when you're given the opportunity, you have to take what is yours, right? So the Kuru dynasty belongs to the Pandavas also, so let them go. So as you can see, Kunti Maharani actually arrives with all the Pandavas to Hastinapur. And what is the people's reaction? I think you can see in this picture. They are so happy that the Pandavas are alive. Okay, they're so happy. Some people are actually scolding Duryodhan, for building this, flammable palace. Okay, some people are saying the Pandavas, who are they? Who is Arjuna? Indraputra, right? So obviously
Yes.
there's no death to them, So like this, everyone in this kingdom is so happy. Some people are celebrating, okay, and everyone welcome the Pandavas with lot of love, and they are even more happy. Why is it? Why the extra happiness?
Because Draupadi also.
Yes, correct. Because Draupadi also has come. Okay. Oh, normally over there, people they don't get to see the princess often. Okay, we saw this in Ramayana also, right? Till Sita Devi went to Vanavas, no one saw Sita Devi. They're always covered. So over here, when they first saw Draupadi, okay, they fell like they never saw anyone so beautiful. Okay, so they all thought Draupadi is a deserved wife, okay, for the Pandavas. Okay, so like this, they all are welcome. They're coming into the Sabha, okay, and Dhritarashtra will actually assign them, saying that you will take this half of the kingdom. Okay, does anyone know what that particular example? This is Hastinapur, right? This capital is Hastinapur. But there are
Yes.
other regions in the Kuru dynasty. Do you know which region they were assigned to anyone?
Indraprastha.
Indraprastha is the kingdom they built. But what was the name? Any idea? So it was called Kandva Prastha actually. Okay, Kandva Prastha, which means an area that is deserted. Okay, the dry lands of the Kuru dynasty. So this Kandva Prastha is where they were assigned to. Okay, they were like, okay, you go and you stay in this place. And so this half of the kingdom you will rule. As soon as the Pandavas, they were happy. Okay, Yudhishthira Maharaj accepted. Yudhishthira Maharaj always accepts whatever he is given. Okay, he accepts, he goes along with Krishna and Balaram. He sees the place, it is dry. Literally, it is so dry. Okay, there's no way that anything can be harvested. Same time, okay, Vyasa Maharshi appears, and with Vyasa Maharshi's guidance, okay, they start building this. Like how, like who said it? I think Niranjan, right? This Indraprastha is actually the palace, which was the palace of the Pandavas. Okay, slowly they built, step by step, they built this whole city and they turned it into paradise. Okay, there were shippings, there were trade, okay, there was agriculture, you name it, everything was there here. Okay, why? Because the person who read the Vedas, who split the Vedas, was with them, right? Vyasa Maharshi was there. So he had the solution for every problem. Okay, and even Krishna was there. Balaram was there. Okay, throughout the process. Okay, and they built this beautiful, palace, and they named this city as Indraprastha. This became the capital of the Pandavas. Okay, so moving forth, what happens is, you can see in this picture, right? Can you identify who are they?
Krishna.
This is Krishna. Good. Next to Krishna is
Ram.
no, Balaram is not here. Next to Krishna is putting his hand on whom?
Yudhishthir.
Yudhishthir. Very good, very good. And left
Bhima.
Very good. Towards the left side is Bhima, and the green one is
Arjuna.
very good. Arjuna. Okay, and this is
Draupadi and Kunti.
very good. Okay, so look at them, right? They're so nice, right? So all of them were happy. They were discussing strategies, okay, because now they had to form a like an army also, right? Everything is done. Now they had to come to army arrangements also. So like this, things were happening. Okay, few, I think 1 or 2 years have passed already. Okay, what happens is Krishna has to leave because he also has to take care of Dwaraka, right? So Krishna and Balaram depart to Dwaraka. Okay, after building the Indraprastha. Now, what happens is, every time a new kingdom is built, okay, or a new king is throned, okay, there's one person who will come and visit. Who is that person?
Duryodhan.
Huh?
Parshuram.
No, not in Dwapar Yuga now, because he's gone to the mountains, Parasuram. This was during the Treta Yuga time.
Narayana.
Thank you, Mataji. Correct. Narayana. Okay, Narada Muni comes. Okay, Narada Muni always comes. Okay, so Narada Muni also had come in this particular situation. Okay, so Narada Muni comes and he is given an asana. Okay, you can see in this picture, right? All the Pandavas, welcome him with all the paraphernalia. They wash his legs and everything happens. And what happens is, Narada Muni says, see, I have come here for a purpose. Okay, now that you have become the king and everything, I want to relate to you a story, because this is very important. Okay, you have one wife, right? All the five of you. So
Yes.
there is a little bit problem, because your enemies will always target this point of yours. Okay, and they will try to separate you brothers. So let me relate a story to you. So Narada Muni takes a story from the scriptures and he says the story of Sunda and Upasunda. Okay, Sunda and Upasunda were actually demons. Okay, they were the sons of Nikumba. Okay, and they used to stay in this that Hiranyakashipu's dynasty is there, right? They used to stay in this Hiranyakashipu's dynasty. Okay, they were two very fierce Rakshasas. Okay, and they both were brothers, twin brothers. So what happens one day? This Sunda and Upasunda, they meditate to Lord Brahma, saying, "Oh Lord Brahma, okay, they wanted actually immortality, so they start meditating. As usual, we all know the story, right? The
Yes.
Indra is trying to stop this thing. He sends beautiful girls. He does illusion. All this happens. Nothing works out. Okay, at last they get the boon. And Brahma appears, and asks, okay, what do you want? They say that we want, like, a very powerful weapon, we want mystic powers, and we want immortality. As usual, Brahma refuses, saying, I can't give you immortality because
Narasimha.
correct. I myself am not immortal, so I can't give you immortality. But he says that, like, you can have death when you wish. So you can choose a way to die. So what this Sunda and Upasanda will do is they are so, like, they know that they are very close. They say that we will only have death in each other's hand. Only my brother can kill me, like that. Okay, we can only die in each other's hand, and we can't die in any other way because they are brothers, right? Brothers don't kill each other, right? According to brother bond and all this. So, like, this is the boon, and Brahma says Tadastu. Okay, and gone. See, from this point onwards, it marks the ending. So now what happens is Brahma, as soon as he goes back, okay, he calls who? Vishwakarma. Who is Vishwakarma?
The Lord of Architect.
Correct. So he calls Vishwakarma and he says, see, make a girl who is so beautiful that every feature of this woman is beautiful. Okay, so make such a very, very attractive, very good looking woman. So, like, Vishwakarma takes the order of Brahma, and he starts craving, with the wood and the stone, they start carving, right? So he carves a very beautiful woman, and Lord Brahma actually infuses some kind of mantras into this woman, and she becomes real. Okay, so she'll have a heart, and this whole, Shilpa will turn into a real human. Okay, and she is called. Does anyone know the story? Have you heard before?
No.
Okay, so her name was Trilottama. Okay, her name was Trilottama. Okay, so this Apsara, so this beautiful woman's name was Trilottama. And as soon as Trilottama comes into life, this beautiful woman, she asks, so why did you create me, Lord Brahma? And Brahma will tell the story, okay, of this Sunda and Upasunda. And he says, your task is to go and obviously divert them, okay? Because every time Brahma also doesn't go to Vishnu, okay, for help. Always remember, Brahma goes only when this Jaya and Vijaya come as demons. Not every time, right? So when we saw, right, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, and Kumbhakarna. Yeah, so these kind of situations where the actual Jaya Vijaya, when they take, that is when it becomes too much for Brahma. So till then, even they try to create their own solutions, okay, around the point. So now what happens? This Trilochana, she goes, obviously, Trilochana, I said. So this Trilottama, she goes and she tries to, like, attract these two demons, you see, right? Now these demons, they start fighting. Okay, one demon says, no, I saw her first. The other will like, no, no, I saw her first. Yeah, and then she'll be like, no, no, she is my girl. I am the elder. Okay, by 1 minute. So, like, I get to have her. So, like this, both the brothers keep fighting. You see, right? They fight with the gadas, and blood is coming out of their, see, right? The heads. Blood is dripping into the river. Trilottama, look at Trilottama. Okay, she is nicely seeing, okay, in a corner. Okay, let them fight. This is what I want. So they two fight with mace endlessly. Okay, at last they die. Both of them die. Okay, and then that is the end of story. So now after reciting the story, okay, Yudhishthir Maharaj. Okay, he's like, what an interesting story. This is what Yudhishthir Maharaj's, expression is. Okay, after, like, hearing the story. It's a very interesting story and it's a very important story. So Narada Muni, after you said this story, I got an idea. Okay, we will set some rules so that such kind of conflicts will not come upon us brothers, and we will not have to fight each other to death. And all of us know this rule, that Draupadi will reside in each brother's house for one year time. So 1 year time, she'll be in one brother. So like this, okay. So each year, like in the house, in the sense, not literally a different palace. In a palace, there are many, like, places, right? Like different places, different quarters. Okay. So and the rule is that the other brother should not enter into the quarters during that period of time. Okay, not enter the quarters. And if they do, they will get exiled for 12 years, okay, into the forest, and they have to follow strict brahmacharya, okay, during this time. So all the brothers also agree. Draupadi is also agrees. But Draupadi also had another boon. Okay, in the previous life, right? We saw, right? She was a sage's daughter, right? Her boon was to get five husbands, but also she said that I should be like pure after every time. You understand it? After staying with each king, also I have to be very pure. Okay, in terms of body and mind. Okay, so like this also comes into place. Now what happens, there's a small incident. Okay, Narada Muni is happy, okay, everything, and there's a small incident that happens, okay, after this rule is kept forward. Okay, what is that? One day one Brahman comes and he's shouting and entering into the sabha. No one is there because Yudhishthir is with Draupadi in his chamber. Okay, so what happens is Arjuna is there. This Brahman comes shouting, saying, I pay tax to you guys, and what did you do? The thief stole my cow. Okay, so he's shouting and coming into the palace. So now what happens? Arjuna says, see, Brahman, I promise that by the end of today, okay, I will return your cows. Trust me, okay, trust my word. So the Brahmana, he takes Arjuna's words. Now, Arjuna is going to pick up weaponry. You understand, right? The shield and whatever is required. So when he is about to enter, he sees that Yudhishthir Maharaj and like Draupadi are in that room, that weaponry room, and they are having a conversation. Now, according to the rule, you all know what is the rule. What is the rule?
Not
That
supposed to
When
one
they
king
both are together, you're not supposed to enter. Now he's thinking,
yeah,
see, now should I disobey the order of my brother who kept the rule? Okay, or should I like disobey the Brahman's thing? Because now it's getting late. Okay, before the sun sets, I have to find the cow and return to the Brahman. So he thinks, and Arjuna says, okay, no, being cursed by a Brahmana is worst than exile. Okay, so let me go and fulfill my duty. So he goes, he explains Yudhishthir Maharaj the situation. Okay, he takes the weaponry, he goes, he finds the cow, he gives it back to the Brahmana. Everyone is happy, and he comes back to the kingdom. Okay, and he says, Yudhishthir Maharaj, please give me permission so I can exile into the forest for 12 years. Yudhishthira Maharaj says, no, that is not needed because you didn't do wrong. First thing, it was my mistake that we were together in the weapon chamber, right? We were not in our private quarters, so it is fine. Okay, we were having a conversation, so it is not a problem. But Arjuna said, order is the order. You had said that day in front of Narada Muni that if any of the brothers, not just Arjuna, any of the brothers interrupt, we have to go into exile. Now, all of us know Yudhishthir is Dharma. He stands for Dharma, right? So he cannot go against his own word. So, like this, what happens? He had to agree to what Arjuna had said, and he sent off Arjuna. So, Arjuna retired to the forest. Okay, because Yudhishthira Maharaj couldn't argue. So, what happens? Arjuna was accompanied by few Brahmanas and he went, okay, to which place? Does anyone know? Which place was Arjuna going to exile? To Haridwar, actually. Okay, so he goes to Haridwar, okay, where the Ganga is there. So he goes to this place and he is a pilgrim, okay, because he have to follow brahmacharyam, right? So like this time also passes. So after this, in the next class, we will end the Adi Parva. Okay, we end the Adi Parva basically with how Arjuna meets someone. Okay, and then how all of them go to Hastinapur again because the Kauravas do something actually. Okay, so that will be the end of the Adi Parva. Okay, any doubts? No? We'll have a quick revision. Very quick
yes,
revision.
ma'am.
Yeah, what is the story we started today with?
Drushtadumya spion the path.
So Drishtadumya comes in a disguise. I mean, so he stays, he's hiding, right? Okay, and then what were the duties assigned to Draupadi?
Like how to make a kusha grass bed, then
Making food, grass bed.
Good. Okay, so the bedding, the cooking, and like what is the sleeping position?
Sleeping, Draupadi will sleep at the feet of the Pandavas. Kunti Maharani will sleep at the head of the Pandavas.
Good. Okay, like Arohi and Naimisha said, head place is taken by Kunti Maharani and feet is taken by Draupadi. Okay, and then what happens? What is this? What is that one thing the Pandavas did that gave away to Drishtadyumna that they are Kshatriyas?
We were talking about
They were talking about
Very good. They were talking, right? They were talking about the war strategies, weaponry, and everything, right? And then what does Drupada Maharaj do?
Drupada Maharaj
calls for a feast,
calls
so
for a
that he
feast,
gives
so
a
that
big display
feel.
of different types of
Showpiece things they keep. Yeah, for different
choose which one.
Varna Ashrama Dharmas, right? Very
The
good. Okay.
Pandavas get the weaponry.
They are very attracted to the weaponry. So hence he realizes that they were all Kunti Putras, right? So after that, what happens? Who comes and convinces, okay, Drupada Maharaj to let a woman marry 5 men?
Vedavyas.
Very good. Vedavyas comes, okay. Now, who is planning strategy for the downfall of Pandavas?
Duryodhana.
Duryodhana along with
Karna and Sakuni.
Karna, Shakuni and
Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra and Dusyasana. Okay, so all of them are planning. Now, who is in the favor? Who are the advisors?
Vidura, Bhishma, Pitama, Dronacharya.
And Dronacharya. Very good. So these 3 are the advisors. And what was the advice given by Bhishma Pitamaha?
That let the half of the kingdom.
Very good. Half. So the kingdom should be split into half. That okay. So now what happens? They extend invitation. Everything is fine, and they are sent. They are given responsibility of which region?
Kandva
Kandva Prastha. Yeah. So later it was called as Indraprastha. Who helped the Pandavas build Indraprastha?
Vedavyas, Krishna, and
Balaram. Very good. Okay. So after Krishna and Balaram left, okay, who is the one who visited them?
Narada.
Very good. And Narada Muni said the story of
Sunda and Upasunda.
Sunda and Upasunda. And they were the Rakshasas in which place?
Of the
Hiranyakashipu's
Kingdom. Very good. And they were sons of
Nikumba.
Nikumba. Very good. Okay. So they were attracted to whom? The Rakshasas.
Trilottama.
Trilottama. Okay. Trilottama was created by
Vishwakarma.
Very good. Okay. What was the boon that was asked by these 2 Rakshasas?
Only they
That we will die in
each
each other's hands.
Yeah. So we can only die in each other's hands, right? So because of this, who implemented the rule between him and Yudhishthira? Okay. And what was the rule that was?
That if one thing is with Draupadi, the other brother should not enter
the room.
The quarter. Okay. And what is the punishment?
That they will be exiled to the forest for
12
years.
years, right? Okay. And what was the other boon what was given to Draupadi in her previous life?
That she will have 5 husbands, whichever quality she has. I mean, she wants them to.
She wanted. Very good. And she will
be remain pure in terms
pure.
of water.
Okay. Yeah. So even though she is with that 5 husbands, she will remain pure in terms of body and mind, right? So like this, what happens at last? They all manifest the rule, and then what incident happens? The
And
Brahma
then
Same
how to
incident happens.
imitate
Okay. Now Arjuna is exiled to the to which place? I mean, not he's not exiled, but he goes into forest and he goes where?
Haridwar.
Haridwar. Superb. Okay, so after this, we will see who Arjuna meets. Okay, he meets one of his other wives in this journey. Okay, and also how we see. No, that is later. It is after some time, but he has he marries. I think most of you would know. He'll marry a Naga princess. Actually, okay. So that incident happens. So Draupadi also has a set of rules. How the Pandavas have rules for Draupadi. Draupadi will also have rules of how the wives, if you have multiple wives, how they are supposed to be. Okay, so we can also look into those rules. Okay, because Draupadi is 10 times more strict. She'll be like, they will not stay in the same palace, they will be in a different palace. So so we will see her rules, okay, how those apply, and how Arjuna comes back from exile, how he is brought back from this 12 years of punishment. Okay, so that will, with that, it will the Adi Parva will end. Okay, so maybe like the first 20 minutes of the coming class we will have Adi Parva, and then we will start which Parva?
Sabha Parva.
Very good. Does anyone know what comes after Sabha Parva? Sabha
Uh,
Parva is also very big. I'm just seeing.
Bhagavad Gita, Shri.
No, Mataji, that is 7th
Aranya
or 8th. Vana Parva. Vana Parva. Vana Parva is the third Parva. Okay? The first Parva, I think I'm right? It's Vana Parva only.
Mataji, it's Aranyaka Parva.
No. It's Adi Parva, Sabha Parva, and Vana Parva.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The third Parva is called Vana Parva. And then it is Virata Parva. Okay. So, we are, like all the other Parvas are a bit shorter, but the first two Parvas are big. Okay. And then obviously, we all know one more Parva that is very big. What is it? Bhishma Parva. That is where we'll discuss Bhagavad Gita. Right? We'll discuss 108 shlokas and all of that. Okay. Any doubts? No doubts? All clear? Arohi, if anyone has missed, all the videos are now available on YouTube. Okay,
Mataji.
even our previous Ramayana, everything is on YouTube right now. Okay, so you can automatically go and see them. Okay, I will post the link in the group. So if there are no doubts, we will end the session.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Vancha Kalpatarupesya Kripa Sindhubhyo eva cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Mahabharatam Grantha ki jai. All the glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna Mataji. See you all
Hare
next
Krishna
week.
Mataji. Danvat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. I know the kids
Hare
have been
Krishna,
missing.
Mataji. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. I
Dandavata
know the kids have
Pranam.
been missing Dham Yatra. So I will try to put the Dham on Sundays also. Maybe after Mahabharat class, we will have Dham. Is it okay back to back class? 11
Yes,
to 12
Mataji.
Sundays.
Yes, Mataji.
The kids will if the kids are attending, I will shift from Saturday to Sunday. Yeah? Is that convenient?
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
yeah. So then I will ask Ashish Prabhuji's permission and we will shift the class, okay? Hare Krishna, see you all next week. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Arohi. Thank you, Om. Thank you, Naimisha. Thank you, all Matajis. Thank you, Niranjan.